Good morning, Tube, and welcome to another week in the life of running our dealership, NG Supercars.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and this is our dealership, NG Supercars, and it's pretty full right now, which is usually a good sign, but it's also kind of a bad sign because we don't have any room, and there's a couple cars that are on their way to us. But that car over there, that F430, is actually going to be going away in about 3 hours, so I think they'll help clear up some space. But we might have to start double stacking, kind of like we are right here, where we got cars sitting below other cars that are on the lifts, which sucks because then you have to like move cars out of the way in order to work on them. But anyway, let me walk through the shop, show you the status of the shop, and of course we will bring you along as we conduct business and do everything that we do here in the dealership, working on cars, buying and selling cars. Hopefully it'll be pretty entertaining, so if it is, please like, share, and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and of course you can visit normalguysupercar.com. There you can buy parts and services from us, and NG Supercars, our dealership website, which is in the middle of reconstruction, so hang tight. It'll be better in a month or so. Anyway, let's start off right here. We've got a 2025 Corvette C6 Z06 with like just under 400 miles on it. Josh and I are trying to get to 500 so that we can see the tack expand and use the full RPM. Already, we're in love with this car. It is a wonderful car. It's for sale, so if you're interested, send us an email, sales@ngsupercars.com. Just got in this car. I haven't shown this car yet. It literally just came in on Saturday. I didn't film it when it arrived because, well, I just pulled it into the garage and that was it. We'll show you this car in detail later in this video. It's got a lot of good stuff. It's been really well maintained. It's in beautiful, beautiful condition. Awesome car. Absolutely love it. One of you is going to get a phenomenal car with this one. That car is also for sale. That one we are doing a timing belt service on and a few other things. Almost done with the timing belt service. We should have that wrapped up hopefully in the next day or two. There's one part we're waiting on that should be here soon. As soon as that part's here, we'll be able to finish that car up really quickly. Almost there, not quite. We've got the 2022 Mustang GT 500 that's in the mischievous purple, which is also called the oil slick blue. It's kind of like the old Mistachrome, but more of a purple and dark hue. Absolutely phenomenal color. Double golden ticket, so it's got the stripes and the carbon fiber track pack for sale right now on our website. This car also for sale on our website, came in just a few days ago. I believe we have to do a few things to it to get it shored up. I think one of these two red 360s needed a time belt service. The other one didn't. I think it's that one needs a time belt service. I can't remember now. Either way, whatever. We'll take care of, make sure that both of them are all set. This car is a client's car. We should hopefully have wrapped up in the next day or two, or at least have a plan for it. It's been a pain in the ass. There's some weird stuff going on with the timing belts in this one. It's hard to explain. Also, this is a Ferrari 458 that's a client's car. It's getting an IPE exhaust. We sell these on our website, normalguysupercar.com. You can use the code NGS10. Hooks you up with 10% off that. Look at that. Oh, yes. That exhaust is just beautiful. I love how it's got the heat shielding. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this thing's gonna sound absolutely incredible. We're also doing a tune and a valve controller on it, so this car is going to be badass. We are waiting for exhaust gaskets. Go figure. So as soon as those come in, we should be able to finish that up. We've got the 1966 Charger, which we're gonna send to Mecum shortly at the end of next month. If you want it, it's for sale. We need to clean it up. Everything in the shop, by the way, is dirty, so forgive us. We're doing our rebuild after the flood. They should hopefully have that done this week. We're just waiting on one cabinet to arrive. For some reason, one of the cabinets got damaged in shipping. That's how it is. This car is the one I was telling you about. This one is sold, so I need to actually do two more things to it so it can go to its new owner. We're going to adjust the PIS as part of the deal of selling this car, and I need to go get it inspected so it can actually be registered. Two more consignment cars, the Porsche Cayenne Turbo, 2022, I think. It's got like 30 something thousand miles, really high spec, awesome car. Let me know if one of you wants it. And of course the Audi TT, it's a 2012. It's only got like 18,000 miles. It's never seen rain, so it's nearly flawless. Awesome little car. Can't wait to try driving it. Just waiting for stuff to get out of the way so that we can try driving it and get it cleaned up. And of course Scott's old car, which we bought back from insurance. This was one of the flood cars. We're gonna get it fixed up in, I don't know, in the next few weeks. We just haven't had time to work on it, so soon we will take care of this thing and get it running again. There you go. That's all the cars in the shop. As you can see, it is quite full. I need to go take that out, drive it, heat it up so I can adjust the PIS and make sure that it's ready to pass inspection. And then once it is, go have it pass inspection, and then we can sell it to its new owner. So I'm gonna go do that, and so hang tight, and I'll be back in a little bit. You know, sometimes I wish we were playing with normal cars and not Ferraris. So this is the kind of shit that just drives you nuts. When I test drove this car in St. Louis, this was in St. Louis, everything was fine. No check engine lights, computers were happy, everything's great. It gets here, gets dropped off from the truck, everything's still fine. No check engine lights, nothing's wrong. We've moved it a couple times, it was fine, nothing happened. I go to start it this morning, check engine light. So it can't pass emissions without the check engine light being reset. And so in order to reset that, you have to clear the codes, and then when you clear the codes, you have to drive the car and do all the readiness monitor resets, which can take sometimes 50 miles. All right, fine. So I clear the codes. The check engine light does not go away. Never seen this before. There are 0 codes in the system, and it still has a check engine light. No idea what the is going on with this thing. So pulled the battery. We're gonna just reset everything, do hard reset, see if the check engine light comes back. And of course now I have to like send a text to the guy and be like, hey, yeah, don't come yet because the car's not ready. This kind of shit that just like kills me. Why is it being such a turd? I swear to God, YouTube, the readiness monitors on Ferraris are the death of me. This has happened to us like 6 times now, where we have a car that the battery got pulled for some reason or something happened, check engine light came out, whatever, and we had to reset the readiness monitors, and they just won't reset when we need them to. So got everything to reset except two of the readiness monitors, which is really dumb because my launch computer says that one is not set and the other one was set. For some reason their computer said no, that one's not set. So I checked it with our other computer, and our other computer agrees, yeah, it's not set. So I don't know what's up with the launch. I swear to God, I don't know what it is with these OBD readers, but they're all pieces of crap, even the expensive ones, because we get inconsistent readings on something so stupid as the readiness monitors all the time. Consistently inconsistent readings. It's dumb as hell. So it's the evap and the catalysts, and I drove the damn thing like 30 plus miles. So I'm gonna put fans on it, cool it down, get it so it's back down to ambient temperature, and then we'll drive it again another 30-ish miles, and hopefully that'll do it. The problem is the evap typically won't reset until you're below like 3/4 of a tank of fuel, somewhere between 1/4 and 3/4, and of course the damn thing's at a full tank of gas, which to get it down to 3/4 of a tank of gas would mean driving it like, 100 something miles. And I don't have time to drive this thing for like 2-3 hours today. That's just not on the books. Can you siphon out gas from the gas tank and do the evap test? Has anyone ever done that before? Put in the comments below if you've ever tried to reset the evap thing by siphoning gas out of the tank, getting it down to about half a tank, and then driving the car. I'd be curious if that works. All right, YouTube, let's show you the latest 360 that we just got in. So as you can see, it actually has 430 wheels on it, so that's pretty cool. It looks a little bit more modern that way. We also got the Challenge grille, and I again apologize, everything's dirty. It has a tubing muffler. Valve cover intakes have been repainted. The intake, I don't know what you call them, these caps on the intake box, those have been repainted. Everything's looking super clean in the engine bay. We've only got 23,000 miles on it. Of course, it is the F1. The dash looks excellent. The dash vents, the defroster vents are popped up, but dash itself looks to be in pretty darn good condition. Headliner is in perfect condition. The seats look really good. There's even almost no bolster wear. Very insignificant. Seats could use like a tiny bit of love, but they're basically in really good shape. Interior is in overall very good shape. Oh yeah, yellow brake calipers. Front was the bumper was repainted at some point a few years ago. It does have a PPF on it right now. And we have He left us a bunch of spare parts, which we're going to keep. We've got the cover, we've got the tools, we've got all that stuff, and we've got the binder of detailed notes of when everything was done. So you can see oil filter and change earlier this year, actually very recently, just right before we bought it. Engine mounts, right and left hand fuel pumps with sender, tires in 23, oil change in 22, ABS pump relay, F1 relay, battery replaced, timing belts and tensioners 2022. So we're debating if we're going to do a timing belt service, because 3 years is, I mean, it's probably okay for another year, but maybe 2. We like selling cars that are ready to go and don't need anything for a while, and so we probably will change them, but not sure yet. We'll debating on that. Oil change 21, coolant temperature sensor, intake removed, repainted. There you go. There's where transmission heat exchanger. That's a big deal. That one's replaced. Our new coil packs, oil change and stuff. Alternator replaced. Okay. ECUs and reflashed. Expel added. TCU. It's got the Challenge Stradale TCU. Brake fluid in 2020. Oil change, AC compressor, interior wall cargo net replaced. Okay, driver's sun visor replaced. There's where the bumper was replaced or repainted. So and he has all the invoices of everything that was done. So you can see this is a lot of stuff, a lot of documentation. So very, very well documented car. Paint is in outstanding condition. Everything overall just looks really, really good. This is a very, very good car. Very, very clean. And as we said, it's for sale. So sales at ngsupercars.com if you're interested. Oh yeah, and it won't be up on the website anytime soon. Probably not by the time this video comes out. So if you're like, oh, where is it? It's not on the website. I looked for it. I didn't see it. Sorry. Again, we're kind of waiting until the shop gets finished before we start trying to take pictures, because right now everything's just kind of chaotic and dirty and whatever. So there's not really much point in trying to clean the cars when they're just going to get dirty sitting here. Progress is coming along. I should probably show you, they did get some more stuff done. So the tile, all the grout and everything is done. We have, oh, look, we have a toilet and running water. Oh my God, it's amazing. So we can actually use the bathroom again. This room, I think, is basically almost done, or is done. They cleaned up all the tile again, and yeah, this is looking pretty nice. I can tell it's fresh paint. It still looks all nice and slick, but looking good in here. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have our office back, thank God. The kitchen, they got the grout in, and we're still waiting on the stupid cabinet, but yeah, looking good. Okay, YouTube, so good news, bad news, mostly good news. Well, you guys have been asking for us to get 458s, and we have a 458. That's the good news. The bad news, believe it's already sold. If you didn't know, we actually have a list of people that are interested in cars. So if you want to get on the list, send us an email. You can actually send it straight to Rachel at ngsupercars.com, or you can send it to sales at ngsupercars.com. But basically, just let us know your name, your phone number, your email, your contact info, and what it is you're looking for. Now, we don't specifically go look for cars for people. We stopped doing that because it's just inefficient and it doesn't ever work. But what we do is we keep a list of names, and anytime we have a car, maybe we don't want to buy it, but it meets the specs of someone and we can kind of broker the deal, okay, we'll do that. Like, we could consign it. Like, so this is actually a consignment car, and when the person said they wanted to consign it with us, we took pictures of the car and information about the car and sent it to some of the people on our email list who were looking for this spec, and one of them basically said, yep, I want it. So we just need to solidify that deal, which hopefully we'll do in the next hour or two. So basically, we'll have this car on consignment for a total of maybe like 2 hours. Pretty cool, but at the same time, sorry for those of you that have been looking for a 458 that it's already probably gone. So that being said, it's a pretty badass car. It's only got like 6.5, 7,000 miles. It's 23, got the carbon rear grille. It's got lots of carbon fiber, Spider obviously. It's got Daytona seats. It does not have the axle lift, does not have the camera, but that's basically the only things it's missing. Everything else really, really good shape. Very, very clean car. No PPF, interesting enough, but clearly been driven with care because there's basically no rock chips or scratches or anything. A very, very clean car. Good example. Okay, so it's early afternoon. Ellen's working on the yellow car. We think we can get that kind of buttoned up. We're still missing that one part. Hasn't arrived yet. I think it's supposed to be here later this week. The office is officially done. It's all painted. Everything's done. Floors are good. Even got the TV back in. Just got to move all the office stuff back in and then buy some new furniture because the filing cabinet thing that we had was made out of particle board and it kind of did not survive the flood. Kitchen's all done except for the cabinets and the counters. The bathroom is all done except for the bath and the mirror and one light and some other stuff. So it's like 95% done. So we can starting to put stuff away and hopefully have it look like a functional shop again. So we're going to start working on that. I'm going to go take out that 430 for another drive and see if I can't get the readiness monitors to reset. So, right. All right, YouTube. So we had to shuffle all the cars around and we decided, you know what? Since we got to move everything around, let's mop the floors where we can because the floors are coated in a layer of dust. So everywhere you walk or every time you get in a car, you'd leave white footprints. It's just really gross. So they're basically done with the rebuild. They have a few things left in the kitchen, a few things left in the bathroom, but for now, the office is effectively done, which is hooray. We got one full room done. So we got to move the cars around. We just mopped everything that we could, but it's one of those where it's going to probably take like 2 or 3 passes across the entire shop to get everything out, all the dirt and all the dust, because it's coating everything, it's in everything, it's everywhere. So I would say another week or 2 and then probably the shop will finally be sort of clean. That 430 is the bane of my existence right now. I drove it 75 miles and it still didn't reset the monitors. So we know we can get the evap to reset, we just need it to be below 3/4 of a tank of fuel. And why is it like the one time in life where you actually want to burn fuel fast, it's not? Went down 1 bar. I was like, dude, come on, just burn more gas. Ferrari, it should be getting shit mileage anyway. It apparently not this particular example. Apparently it gets like hyper mileage. I don't know what's going on. So waiting on gaskets for that car, waiting on a gasket thing for that car. Those 2 will be then done then. And we actually have something kind of interesting that developed with the gray 360 that I've been working on. So we've been having some issues with that car. I don't want to exactly explain it now because we're not going to be touching that car for probably about a month. So we're actually going to do a collab with another YouTuber who knows probably what's wrong with it and can help us fix it. So we're going to wait for that. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. Like, share, and subscribe. Well, it's the end of the day, and we put all the cars in. So there's 13 cars here right now. We've got yellow 360, 458, which we might have sold. So that's a consignment car. It just came in today, and we already think we have it sold. Got the Z06, got the 360 with the black wheels. We got the 430 that is sold. And just kind of get the damn monitors to reset. So we'll drive it some more tomorrow. Hooray! Another 360, another 360, 458 that's sold, getting the exhaust done. The GT500, the Charger, Cayenne, yep. I always forget if it's Cayman or Cayenne. Cayenne, Audi TT-S, and the other 360 that's ours. So pretty full. Not a lot of room for stuff, but we still got enough room to be able to do a little bit of work, so that's perfect. Josh is actually going to be flying out tomorrow. We have a pending deal for another 360, so you might as well just call us the shop of 360s. That's what we do now. We just do 360s, that's all, nothing else. It's like impossible to... Actually, we're getting it. Assuming that we get it, it's a super unique spec, very, very interesting and very desirable. So probably should send it to like BAT or something. That's it. So that's it for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll keep working on all this stuff and hopefully finish up a few things. We'll see you then.
Tomorrow.
Good morning, YouTube. It's Tuesday. So what is the plan for the day? Well, Josh is flying to Miami. Actually, he should be in Miami by now to look at a 360 that's a very rare spec. I might as well tell you about it because I think we're gonna buy it. Assuming there's nothing catastrophically wrong with it, we got a reasonable price arranged. It's not like a screaming deal, but it's enough where It's such a cool car. We wanted to get it. It's a yellow Spider, but it's a factory manual and it's got the carbon seats. So super rare, very, very, very cool. Hopefully that deal goes through, and I should know in the next few hours once Josh gets to the car. And if so, well then great, we got another 360 coming. I'm telling you, Lance, that's like all we're doing lately is 360s. Oh well, they're fun. Oh no, we have lots of 360s. Oh no. What else is going on? Well, I need to drive the crap out of this 430. So I need the readiness monitors to reset so I can get the damn thing inspected so that we can finally get it sold. That is one of the top priorities of the day. What else is going on is hopefully we can finish up most of that 360 that's on the lift. The only thing is we're still missing that one gasket. So as soon as that comes in, we can button that car up. And then I'm gonna do an oil change on that 458 because again, I think we have it sold. So it's a consignment car, it came in yesterday. We have someone who's very, very interested in it. They just wanted us to do a few things to it. And it hasn't had an oil change in about a year. So we'll do the oil change to get it up to snuff on maintenance. And then the gray car, we're gonna kind of punt on that for now. So I know I said I wasn't really gonna tell you what's up. I guess I could kind of give you the short version of a very, very long story. So when we first got this car, it was supposed to be coming in for a timing belt service and a couple other things. It had some shifting issues. So we ended up replacing the F1 pump and accumulator. Don't know if that fixed the shifting issues yet because we haven't really had a chance to drive it because the timing seems to be messed up. So when we checked on the timing, the marks were way, way off, like over a tooth off. Okay, look at that. The mark is way off. See it? Way, way off. Same thing down here. There it is. See that? Look at that. Really clear there. There, right there. It's off a full tooth. Which was like, oh crap. And the problem was the car was running like crap. Well, we decided to put the timing, the cams back to where they should be, and then it wouldn't even start. And we're like, okay, crap. So the problem is, we weren't being paid to degree in the cams, so we weren't going to do that. That would have been the ideal solution. That's the proper solution. But the short version again, turns out that, so we put the cams kind of back to where they were and whatever, and turns out that one of the ignition coils was dead. Cylinder number 7 was completely dead because we ran the car for a while and it was running like crap and misfiring and all this stuff. But we're getting no misfire indicators, nothing, no codes, nothing in the computers. Very unusual. So we pulled the spark plugs again to do a compression test, and we noticed that cylinder 7, the spark plug was perfect, like brand new, but it was saturated in fuel. So it clearly had not been firing. So we replaced the ignition coil, and now it seems to be running on all 8 cylinders, but it's still running like crap. So we put the timing back to where it originally came in. It's still running like crap. We think it needs to be degreed in. So you may have heard me say we're trying to do a collab. Well, we're going to try and collab with Nick, Autotech Nick. He's got a very cool YouTube channel and very much in line with what we're doing. He's doing, obviously he's a professional technician, and he's won some awards from Ferrari for his skills. So definitely knows a little bit more than us. So he's gonna come out here and help us get this car sorted. So this car's probably gonna run the best it's ever run in its entire life after that, which is gonna be really cool. So that won't be for about a month though. A little bit over a month actually. So he's gonna come out here during F1. So anyway, that's the story with this car. So what we're gonna try and do is probably just shove it in the corner to get it out of the way at some point later today. So I'm gonna have to shuffle the deck, which is great because actually I need to get that Audi TT-S out so we can do a review of it. So I'll probably clean, and that's the other big thing we're working on today is I wanna start putting stuff away and start cleaning up. So they're mostly done with all the work on the building, just a few things left. So in light of that, we need to kind of just clean up and start putting stuff away. We mopped floors yesterday, we'll probably mop them again today. Just cleaning, getting all this trash out of here, just a lot of stuff going on so we can actually get organized and start having the shop be functional. That right there is the key part. Let's have the shop be functional and clean and presentable, because it's really embarrassing when people come and see it like this. It just like kills me. First things first, let's go drive this car for probably about an hour and see if we can't get any of the damn monitors to reset. And as soon as any of them do, then okay, we'll go get it inspected, and then the owner can come buy it. So first priority, let's take it out, drive it around, which I know it's funny because you think, oh, like that's awesome, you get to go drive a Ferrari for your job. And it's like, well, actually it's really boring because it's not like I'm gonna go play with it. I'm gonna just drive it to try and get the reset the monitors. It's very boring driving, and it's not my car, so I'm not gonna like do anything stupid with it. All right, well, that's the plan for the day, so let's have at it.
2 hours later.
Finally passed. Damn thing finally reset. I had to drive that car over 150 miles to get it to reset the readiness monitor so it would pass emissions. Absolutely stupid. Such a waste of time. I hate this emissions crap. It's so dumb. I don't know why some cars just take forever to reset the damn things. It's just stupid. What a waste. I mean, you're like, let's worry about emissions by having to drive the car a crap load so that we burn a lot and create a bunch of emissions. Anyway, it's all set. I'm gonna wash it real quick, get it in here. He's gonna come tomorrow and close the deal on it, and it'll be all set. So, hooray, finally. Progress. So let me wash it before it gets too hot. I think 1 or 2 videos ago I mentioned that someone stole our information and created a fake PayPal account. Let me tell you, trying to get PayPal to destroy or delete or whatever our information from that account is a pain in the ass. PayPal sucks. I already said this in a previous video. We had some issues with them and they suck. Oh man, they suck. They're awful. Check it out. I have my desk back in the office. Of course, we don't have any filing cabinets or any of that stuff, so we still have a lot of stuff to do, but we're starting to try and get stuff back approximately where it's supposed to go, trying to get the floor cleaned out so we can actually utilize the shop with more efficiency. Yeah, we're getting somewhere, which is great. All right, YouTube, made progress, although it probably doesn't really look like it, but made progress putting stuff in the general areas where they go. I still haven't really started putting stuff away yet. There's a little bit of decision paralysis where there's so much to do that it's like, where do I even go from here? Did get a little bit of the stuff out of the way so we could have some more floor space, mop some more of the floors, try to get stuff cleaned up where I could. Slowly, the shop will start kind of looking like it's functional. And I hope sometime maybe next week we can have it where it's totally clean and looks wonderful and everything's operational. So I think we're only 1 week away from that. Oh yeah. Supposed to be a bunch of stuff coming in tomorrow, some more parts for the 458 and for that 360. Also the other cabinet is supposed to be arriving tomorrow. Unfortunately, bad news. Josh looked at that car in Miami and I think we're gonna pass on it. It's not a bad car, but it's just not at a price where we can really do very well because it needs, it's just not, it's sat around a lot, unfortunately. It's one of these Ferraris that sat around, and so it needs stuff. If we put much money into it at that price that it's at, it basically leaves us no margin for really making any money, especially once you factor in shipping and all that stuff. So we're leaning towards passing on it. But it's well after 5 o'clock. I think I'm gonna go home and we'll see what we can get accomplished tomorrow. So reasonably productive day. Doesn't look like it, but stuff got done. So yeah, I mean, at least this area is kind of sort of getting clean. Stuff's out of the way. I still gotta mop and sweep, and it's just so much to do. So much to do. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
The next day.
Good morning, YouTube. It's Wednesday. It's auction day, and it's bye-bye to this 430 day. So the owner of this car is on his way to come get it. So it should be out of here in the next, I don't know, half hour, whatever. And I need to go find or figure out if there's anything that we're gonna bid on today, which, you know, it is. Lately, there hasn't been anything really of interest. So that being said, I'm still gonna look because you never know. There could be a gem hidden somewhere, maybe. I don't know. Otherwise, more shop cleanup. Probably gonna work on that 458, try and do the oil change. And I gotta shuffle the deck and do some other stuff. So it's gonna be, I guess, a busy morning and probably a calmer afternoon. Mostly gonna be working on the shop, just cleaning up and getting stuff organized and trying to make the shop operational. I need to get this car all set, double check everything and make sure it's ready to go, and then sit in there and watch the auctions. All right, YouTube, it is well into the afternoon. A friend of ours stopped by, had some lunch with him. So the 430 is gone, And, you know, I drove that car over 150 miles. I probably drove it 175 miles. No issues. Sell the car, gets to its new owner. He gets 20 minutes out of here, sends me a text, hey, got check engine light. Not kidding. What are you supposed to do? You know, like, what can I do? Anyway, so he drove back here. We took a look at it. It was actually an error we've never seen on anything before. Cleared the air. It was related to a transmission shift failure, which is really strange. I mean, we've definitely seen F1 transmissions have missed shifts and stuff. The error that it gave was one we've never seen. And normally they don't throw a check engine light. They'll just give a code like in the computer, and it won't tell you a check engine light. So I don't know. It's strange. So that's that. We're gonna I don't know, help him out somehow. But honestly, it's, you know, like, that was a consultation client. It's a pass through. It's not something where we took responsibility of the car. So I don't know. We can't really, like, yeah, there's no, you know, it's not like I can give money back or something. We didn't make barely any money on the car, so there's no money to give back. That being said, this car, waiting on that part still. Same with that black 458. We got to do an oil change on that 458. The two red 360s, I believe, are okay. The gray 360, we're going to shove in the corner for a month. Corvette, totally fine, just needs to be sold, ready to rock and roll. We actually took it to lunch, it's pretty fun. And we just got in another 430 that's going to be converted. Yeah, it's still a full shop. Oh, and the auctions are done for the day, and we didn't buy anything. Did bid on a few cars, bid on a Viper, bid on some other stuff. Nothing went at the prices we wanted, so that's usually how it goes. So it is what it is. I need to clean out more stuff, and yeah, that's it for now. So our friend Todd just left, and he calls me and he's like, hey, by the way, if you're planning on going anywhere, don't go to the roundabout downtown. Apparently there's a bunch of loose livestock running around. He said there's a bunch of goats and cows and shit. Oh, that's awesome. Well, yeah, we're out there. We're in the farm country. All right, YouTube. So it's the end of the day, and well, the good news, that 458 is definitely sold. We just got paid for it, so that's pretty awesome. We got a car. So that car arrived 2 days ago on consignment, and we had an offer on it within an hour, and we solidified the deal 2 days later. So we've had that car a total of 2 days. Pretty awesome. Good reason to send your car to us for consignment. And our consignment rates, in my opinion, are very attractive, very competitive. We're trying to get more and more people on our list of interested people. So if you're looking for a car and we don't have it, and you want to get on our list of people, just send an email to sales@ngsupercars.com, and we can add you to the list and basically let us know what you're looking for, and then we will try our best to help you find that. If we see a car that has those specs, then all right, we will let you know. Or if it's something close. So that's kind of how it works. Is, you know, we had some people on the list who have been interested in 458 Spider, and they said, oh, I want a low mile, whatever, and blah blah blah, red, black, blah blah, you know, these specs. And so we hit them up, and someone's like, I want it, and done. Boom. Because I know, like, we try our best to find interesting cars, but they're not always the exact thing that you're looking for. This way, you are some of the first people to know when we do get cars, when we do have deals on cars. We did get the parts. So late in the day, we got the parts for that car and that car, so we'll be able to bang those two out tomorrow. So we should have that car done probably tomorrow, and likely that car done, I'm going to say Friday. It's going to take another day or two, which means I need to do the tune on it tomorrow, so I'll do that. Otherwise, yeah, that's it for today. Sadly, nothing at auction. Try to make some more deals, buying some more cars. We are going to pass on that car that Josh went and looked at. Unfortunately, it just wasn't quite what we were looking for. It's a good car, just not at the price that they wanted. There's no margin because it needs a little bit of work. So it is what it is. That's why we go look at cars. So, all right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, YouTube. It's Thursday, which means tonight is our live stream at 8 p.m. Central, so join us every Thursday for our Thursday Night Live. But it also means it's the last day in this video. We got a lot of stuff to do today, so hopefully I can show you some cool stuff. My goal, which is kind of lofty, is to get all the crap out of the shop as far as like put away or stored or whatever, so that the shop is clean and operational, and that way we can start taking pictures of all these cars and get them listed. All this crap along this back wall needs to go somewhere else. That's gonna be a challenge to get the those boards out of the way, but I think, you know, nothing else, we'll just shove it in the kitchen. I just want so that we can start taking pictures. So all this crap here, all these boxes, this table, all this stuff needs to go somewhere else. That's the plan for the day. So I want all this crap out of here. There's a bunch of stuff over there. Honestly, I'm okay with some of that crap being in the corner for now because it's still got a lot of stuff going on in the shop itself. So that stuff, well, you know, whatever, we'll take care of it. Also, I am going to be flying up to New York again next week on Wednesday to go look at a 430 Spider. So we'll see if it's good. Hopefully, pictures look promising. Pictures look very encouraging. It's got good miles. I think it's 22 or 23,000 miles. Looks like hopefully it's gonna be a good car. So I'm optimistic. And then we do need to do an oil change on this car since it is actually sold at this point. The consignee is swinging by so that we can give him a check and close that deal out. We have the parts for the yellow car and for the black car. So we will continue working on those as well today. So that's the goal. Maybe we can get all 3 of those cars done and clean the shop. Yeah, right. I'll be happy if we can at least just get the shop cleaned up. If we can do that, that'll be phenomenal. I'll be very, very happy about that. That's kind of my plan. I got a few emails, actually surprisingly not that many, and we will take care of those, and then let's do stuff. Let's clean. It's cleaning day. Oh, and I do have to do a few other things I thought about. Okay, crap. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna do as much as I can, as best I can. We'll see how far we get. Let me start doing stuff, and we'll catch up in a little bit. Okay, I'm not really sure how well it'll show up on camera, but we've been moving stuff out of the shop, cleaning, getting everything out of here, trying to organize and whatever all day, 2 in the afternoon or so. So quite a few hours, just collapsed. God knows how much boxes, and took out an unbelievable amount of trash. Yeah. I think next up is kind of to really get the floors clean. So we're debating pulling all the cars out and like really heavy mopping them like with a lot of water and squeegees and stuff, because we found that the texture of these floors with the epoxy, the polyaspartic, makes it so that you really got to use the squeegee to get the crap out of it. So I think that's probably what we'll do section by section. We'll pull the cars out, squeegee it, whatever, and then move on to another section. All right, probably looks a little bit different now. We took out every single car except for the ones that are on lifts, and we are going to mop everything. And we're gonna use a pressure washer to spray it down too. So we'll be able to get a good, thorough, nice, good cleaning on this. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, this makes me happy. All right, YouTube, we washed every square inch of this place. As you can see, it's still all wet, but damn, we got up a lot of shit. It was gross. But this makes me so happy. I don't know about you, but seeing the floors clean makes me so happy. Yeah, that's since July 5th. This is the first time the shop has been this clean. Yeah, that's the crazy part about this floor, is it like impregnates into it, and so you have to wash it and wash it and wash it, and every time you wash it, there's still shit in it. So, oh my God, this makes me so happy. It looks so good. Look at that. Look at that. Just looks awesome. Absolutely awesome. Well, I am super happy about that. We got fans blowing, trying to dry the place. We'll bring the cars in a few minutes, but man, let me tell you, when you have that much humidity in the air, you just sweat. It's so bad. Ugh. Well, YouTube, we've got everything back inside. It's starting to look like a real shop again. This is so nice. I'm so pleased. This is a great way to wrap up this video. Do us a favor. You can support us in a few ways. One, check out awitalian.com. There you can buy OE parts if you need some stuff for your Ferrari. Use the code NGS10. It'll hook you up at 10% off, and we get a little kickback. We do appreciate that. That's where we buy most of our parts for Ferraris when you guys have us work on your cars. Second of all, you can support us by going to normalguysupercar.com. There you can buy aftermarket parts and services from us. We do appreciate that. Using the code NGS10, again, takes off 10% most of the parts. And you can check out our dealership website, NG Supercars, although most of these cars are not on the website yet. So I guess that's the plan next, is to wash all of these cars and get pictures of them. All but, I think, 2. Everything else needs pictures. That's gonna suck. Oh, Okay. Well, that's next on the list of things to do. So that's it for this video. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. We do appreciate all of your support. We're almost to 100,000. So if you could subscribe, that would be awesome. Love to get to 100,000 in the next few weeks. That'll be great. We'll throw a party. Seriously. All right. We'll see you in the next video. We're going to be doing a lot of cool car stuff. You're going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.